Live, it's the Bison Football Show. Valley News Live and Gate City Bank present the Bison Football Show with head coach Chris Kleiman.
Well, the Bison ran into an old friend this weekend. Legendary linebacker Grant Olson now is on the Indiana State staff, so he got a view of Bison domination from the other sidelines this week. NDSU rolls Indiana State 52-0 on the road. Head coach Chris Kleiman joins us on the set, and Coach Amy Anderson and Grant Olson, I think you got a chance to talk to them after the game. How are they doing?
Yeah, they're doing well. I know it was a tough loss, and I know that Grant's glad this week is over. All the hoopla and come around playing your alma mater is difficult, and Grant's doing really well there. I got a chance to visit with Amy quickly as well, and better times are ahead for Indiana State.
First road trip, conference play, business-like for the Bison, wasn't it?
Absolutely, and I was really pleased with the leadership. The seniors and juniors on the football team, captains, did a great job of keeping the guys focused and making sure that we hold each other to the high standard we expect.
Well, let's roll this first half, and I'll tell you what, Coach, it was windy out there, wasn't it? I mean, it was about 40 miles an hour. Yeah,
this is the windiest game that I've been in the last 10 years probably. It was sustained 25 to 35.
They got the ball first, 3 and out, so the Bison have the ball now, and Indiana State had been stopping the run, but not today.
No, and it was big to win the coin toss and have that win in the first quarter to get up 7-0 really quickly.
Easton wasn't bothered by the wind. He threw it well.
He did. He threw it really well into the wind. Didn't matter, and Shep makes a good job adjusting to a windy ball.
Big day for the big tight end, Connor Wentz.
Yeah, great job of looking off one of the safeties and throwing it to Connor in the back of the end zone.
7-0 at this point. ISU has a nice running back. Lamont Booker gets 12 here.
Yeah, Booker's a really good player. He's a fifth-year senior that lost year with an ACL, but he's a quality player.
And here's 9 again. Lamont Booker, very shifty.
Yeah, he really is. He does a good job following his blocks. They find different ways to get him the ball, whether it's on the jet sweep or the screens as well.
Good short yardage defense here, though.
Really good job of not being bothered by the fake jet sweep. A good job by Caleb and Chris Board.
Great chemistry with Easton Stick and Darius Shepard early in this game.
Yeah, really good. We had a 3rd and long here, I believe, and right at the sticks for 15 yards. Shep does a good job getting the first down.
Well, the running game started going as we click over to the second quarter now. Some success off tackle again, like in previous games this season. Here's Bruce for 11.
Yeah, I really like the way we're mixing it up, whether it's the perimeter run outside with Bruce and Lance or hitting it inside with our power game. We're doing a nice job of keeping people off balance.
Lance was good again. He's just having a great season.
Yeah, really good season, picking his way through. Great job by the Rams up front all day long. I thought we blocked extremely well. 7
tough yards here for Lance. This drive is moving very well. Back to the middle for the tight ends, Jeff Elias.
Yeah, once again, we run the play fake, sucks everybody up, and Jeff finds kind of the open spot in the middle of the field.
And the old grizzled veteran is back in the end zone again, Connor Wentz.
There he is again, Connor again. Great play fake by Easton. Connor swipes across the formation. We worked this play a lot in practice, and we were able to get it called on Saturday.
14-0. Now, the wind made it really tough on kickoffs, but this is a fantastic kick here.
Yeah, this is into the wind, and it was blowing kind of right to left. A great job, and we have a good job. Good hit there by Mercadal, and get the big fumble recovery. And once again, we were able to get turnovers and capitalize on them.
Yeah, you really did. You got 6 turnovers in this game. Unbelievable. A draw for 8 here.
Yeah, good job. Kind of a counter fake and a draw. It was a really good play. And we had a 4th and 1. We called timeout, changed the play, and then Easton did a great job of changing the play again at the line of scrimmage and getting us in for the touchdown.
Yep, made him pay. It's 21-0. Jalen Wimbush has really started to come around.
Yeah, good call by Coach Entz. Great blitz off the edge, and really savvy move by Jalen, making sure and getting the football knocked out as well when the quarterback can't see you.
This game was a blowout, but little things that you notice. This was a tough kick into the wind.
Yeah, 40-yarder into the wind, and he said he kind of started it outside the right upright and came back into the left upright. Good snap by Fish, good hold by Jackson.
It's like playing golf. Just play the wind there. Derek Tuska's another good young player.
Yeah, really excited. We needed to get some great production out of our defensive ends. They played, I thought, really well yesterday. Good job by Tusk and good job by Caleb Butler.
They had a miscue here. The wind blew this snap about a foot. I was standing right behind the kid. Unfortunate for them, but another great opportunity for the Bison here.
Yeah, great play by Dallas Freeman making the tackle there.
Yeah, turnover, a little momentum now. After this, there's a turnover right here, and this kind of flipped it a little bit.
Yeah, it did, and football is a game of momentum, and they took us, got a turnover on us, and then have a big run here. We just missed a tackle. We missed too many tackles on a really good back that takes it for about a 50-yard gain.
Well, Indiana State didn't score in this game, so this ended up being a turnover again. The Bison really bowed their neck when they had to.
Yeah, good job playing the ball in the air by James Hendricks. He's always on the right spot or in the right spot, and goes up and gets it at the highest point.
That's a great first half by the Bison. As we look at the Nodak Insurance halftime stats, 24-0. Indiana State trailed 24-0 the week before as well against Illinois State. Total yards, there you see it. Turnovers were a big story. Indiana State had 3. R.J. Erzendowski's having a great season, and he is on the Gate City Bank hot seat. R.J., what is the most enjoyable thing you did this past summer?
I went to Arizona right as the summer beginning with my dad and a buddy and his dad, and we had a golf trip, so played about 10 rounds of golf out there, which is really awesome.
Nice. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, tell me something cool about your hometown, which is Omaha.
I think one of the coolest things is it's home of the College World Series, the NCAA baseball tournament. So every year I make it back there for that weekend, the opening weekend, and bring some friends and we hang out there. I think that's something that's pretty cool.
That's really popular, yeah. Do you like to text or talk more?
Definitely talk. Don't like to be sitting on my phone all day texting.
All right, we have a fan question for you. If you had to give up movies or video games, what would you give up?
I would give up video games, definitely.
Okay, I agree. If you were given $10 million today, what would you purchase first?
I would purchase a place on a beach somewhere down south on a beach.
Good call. What makes a great leader?
I think what makes a great leader is someone that always does the right things on and off the field, someone that the guys can look up to always do what's right.
Tell us what you like most about the new locker room.
Oh, man. It's all so nice, but I think just the individual lockers, we have a lot more space to ourselves, so we're not crammed up on top of each other, which is really nice to have more space and a nice comfy seat.
Yeah. What's Bison tradition, Bison football mean to you?
Yeah, it's playing for all the guys that have played before us. Everything they've done set the tone for what we do now, and it's playing and doing all the right things for those guys in the past.
Thanks, RJ.
Yep, thank you.
Well, Coach, you wanted to sustain that momentum in the second half, didn't you?
Yeah, they kind of took it from us at the end of the first half, and I told the guys I thought we could play a little bit better, and we needed to jump on them right away. I knew they'd take the wind, and if we could sustain a drive and get some points, I think we could probably put them away, and we had a quick drive, and then we were able to get a turnover right after that. So really pleased with how the guys came out in the second half.
Yeah, this was a big drive right out of the third quarter here, and the Bison took it and marched, and it was a fantastic thing to watch. Easton Stick made a statement with this run alone.
Yeah, a great job of reading the defensive end and pulling it and getting a big gain. It flipped the field right away with that win.
Sure did. Middle of the field now. Shepard just working that middle perfectly.
Yeah, this is a great job by the O-line and by Lance. They brought everybody on a blitz, and we found a spot in the middle of the field, but we picked up 6 guys coming.
Here's a guy who fought through injuries, and he found his way into the end zone.
Great job by Dallas of beating the corner inside and giving himself a big target, and Easton finds him.
31-zip. The defense forces a 3-and-out. You're right back at it, and here's a great catch.
Yeah, a 3rd and 3, and Shep across the middle, great coverage, and he just finds a way to get it.
Time to ground and pound now. Lance Dunn, 17 right up the gut.
Yeah, good job running the power here. Good kick out by the fullback, and Malmstrom there, and we get a big gain.
Lance bounces it outside really well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does, and he's tough to tackle out in space there because he's a big, strong, physical runner, and another big gain.
Well, Connor Wentz continued his career day, gets a 3rd catch on the afternoon. The other 2 were touchdowns. This one gets you right inside the 5.
Yeah, another good job of running play action, and Connor kind of holds off that defender and makes a big catch.
This meant more touchdowns for Lance Dunn, a 2-yarder. It's 38-0 at this point.
Yeah, good job up front again, good blocking, and then just power run.
Yeah, that was a lot of power to get over the goal line right there. They got a little momentum here, a little movement. Again, Booker, a nice little screen play.
Yeah, I thought they ran a couple of really good screens against us, and what I liked about this is seeing Nick DeLuca run and make that tackle. It was full-speed Nick running. It was really good to see.
And making few people miss here. There was a few missed tackles here that you want to fix.
Once again, we have to be able to tackle in space against a really good back, and Booker does a good job. Great tackle there by Demps at the end.
But again, a takeaway stopped any sort of momentum they had on this particular drive.
Yeah, good job getting pressure up front and getting him to throw the ball high, and Jalen Allison gets the pick.
Well, we move over to offense after Jalen goes down here, and I'm curious about this play. It's a Dallas Freeman, but it's not a pass. It's kind of a jet sweep, and he showed a little speed on this play coming up
Yeah,
here.
he did, and it's good for us to be able to move that around a little bit, not always have it be Shep or somebody, and this time it's Dallas. Good blocking on the edge again, and Dallas makes a big play.
Wow, quick right there. 3rd and 11 now, a middle screen. There's a 15-yard personal foul here, but this keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, good job on the screen. Great job faking the screen or faking the block by Lance and getting a good play. And then I think they have a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, they roughed Easton right there. And here's another young player, Ben Ellefson. He had a touchdown earlier this year. It's his 2nd of the year.
I thought this was a really good route. The backside safety was trying to come and defend him, and he gained enough width and then found the opening right in the middle of the field.
45-0 at this point. And, you know, 6 turnovers. That is an unbelievable amount of takeaways in one game.
Yeah, it really is. We forced him to throw it high with great pressure again by the front 4. Demps comes up with a big interception, and you're right. That's how you win on the road. You play really good special teams, and you find a way to create some turnovers and capitalize on those turnovers.
4th quarter, you're able to get some good reps for Henry Van Dellen again.
Yeah, Henry's getting better and better. The more reps he gets, we all hate to have Cole out, but this is helping Henry for his future. Adam Cofield helping him for his future. Adam does a great job here, bouncing it outside for a big touchdown.
Yep, no Ty Brooks in the second half. He aggravated something. Cofield gets the touchdown, 52-0. Bob Pugh, he's been having a good year for Indiana State.
Yeah, he's a good football player. I was really pleased. Josh Hayes running him down. Bob Pugh can really run, and Josh Hayes, a true freshman, can really fly as well.
Well, it's not just on special teams for Aaron Mercadell. Here's a nice play on defense.
Yeah, Merck's playing really well in his limited time, and we probably got to look at him and see if he can get some more snaps because he's doing some things on special teams, and he always makes plays when he's in the game.
Well, it looks like just a regular old punt, but this is the first punt return yardage allowed in almost 2 years, so it is interesting, and I think the key part of this play is they do get Zemer for targeting, so he's out the first half of the Youngstown game.
Yeah, he's out the first half of the Youngstown game. So, you know, good job by Dimitri Rinn staying after the punt and make sure we don't give up a touchdown.
Exactly, and a badge of courage here for the young guys to keep that shutout.
Good job by Bo Pauly. Good job by Jabril ripping it out, and absolutely, we wanted to keep that shutout, and great job getting the strip and ending the game there.
A very impressive effort by the Bison, 52-0. It's hard to shut teams out, especially on the road. That's our Nodak Insurance final look here. Total yards big. There's the turnover, 6-1, a +5 in a single game. That's unheard of, and that will win you some games. Here's what the players had to say after the game.
Oh, it feels good that we're playing well as an offense, and that's what's important. The last 2 weeks we've scored quite a bit of points, and you know, the thing that helps is when your defense is taking the ball away and you're getting short fields, and then from there we're just trying to get it in the end zone.
He's just at the right time, right spots. People are getting to their depth. They're on time. And really, it just makes it easy. It's a pass and catch game. So,
Coach Mess and his staff are doing a good job of getting to plans that we like and we feel comfortable with. And then from there, it's about executing and making plays, and guys are doing that.
We're playing at a good level right now. I'd say good because there's still some mistakes that we got to clean up, but there's always room to get better.
I think from offensive line standpoint, we're doing a really good job moving people and handling different looks and protection, and guys are making plays, and so it's good to see.
It's really satisfying to see myself prevail, but also the defense as a whole. We pride ourselves on dominating for 4 quarters, and that's what we did today.
Great comments there from Jalen. Well, this week's Nodak Insurance Player of the Game is Connor Wentz. A 2-touchdown day for the grizzled veteran. Connor is a tough kid who is as steady as they come at the tight end position. Can execute all phases. Good blocker, good hands. Just another reliable force that Courtney Messingham can lean on when calling plays.
We got so many guys that can do so many different things. I mean, and everyone's so versatile in their own, their own right. But you don't really, understand, how we see it. We always think we're going to go out there and we're going to dominate the guy across from us. I mean, that's just the culture we have in the Chief Room.
In the Chief Room, boy, he played well, didn't he? And the tight ends as a group, we're going to talk about it in a little bit here. We're going to pull up some stats, but this group collectively has been impressive.
Yeah, they really have. Coach Roll's doing a phenomenal job with them, and we have so many weapons there. Guys that can do a lot of things. They're not just pass catchers. They're not just guys that can block. They're the total package, and we're fortunate we have a lot of them.
And this graphic will illustrate it. The first team preseason All-American tight end, Dallas Goddard from South Dakota State. Second team Andrew Vollert from Weber State. Look at their numbers, and then you put the group numbers together for the Bison. You're getting all-American production from a group of guys where some teams rely on individuals. This is a group, and they're getting it done.
Yeah, they are, and that's what makes us so difficult to defend is, you know, we have good wide receivers outside, we have good running backs, but, you know, the core of the most guys we have at a position is tight ends, and we're using them all over the place. They're not just attached to the line of scrimmage. They're flexed out. They're coming out of the backfield, and I think that makes us difficult to defend. Really productive.
Yeah, no question. 20 catches. Goddard has 21, so collectively this group is getting it done at an all-American level right there. Now, interceptions, turnovers, takeaways are such a huge part of the game. The Bison have created 11 interceptions, got 11 interceptions, have not thrown a pick in 129 attempts for Easton 6. That's a plus 11 just in interceptions.
Yeah, it really is. It's such a huge factor in the game. If you can get those interceptions and then create the short fields, and on the flip side for us to be able to hang on to the football, plus, I think we're plus 12. That's a really good number so early in the season.
Yeah, plus 12 is right up there at the top of the nation. 11 picks is second in the nation, only to non-scholarship Campbell, who has 14. So such an impressive stat, and that'll win you a lot of football games, folks. Well, small town North Dakota is very proud of one Luke Bacon. We're going to have his story, head to his hometown. It's great stuff. You'll want to watch it. Welcome back to the show. Small town North Dakota kids dream of being a Bison, one day putting that jersey on. And when they achieve it, they have a whole town or sometimes a county living the dream right along with them. This is for sure the case with Luke Bacon, a reserve lineman who has worked himself into a key role by leveraging that farm kid toughness that we have all come to appreciate. Ben Barr has this week's Olaf Anderson Construction feature story.
Bison Junior O-lineman Luke Bacon can do it all when he gets the call up front.
All those positions, you know, it's just, you know, I look at it schematically. I don't look at it as who I block. I guess, you know, some guys might think, all right, on this play, I just block that guy. You know, I think, all right, this is what we're trying to do schematically, you know, other than just one guy blocking one guy.
His versatility, if you do have that injury, if you do have a guy who comes out of the game, Luke is a guy that we can trust at those multiple positions. You know, Luke wants to be a coach someday.
Bacon honed his craft on the field and in the classroom at TGU, where he learned to make the leap from 9 to 11-man football.
The coaches kind of really talked him through, like the high school coaches. Like, these are some of the things you're going to need to learn. These are some of the, you know, pieces you're going to have to pick up as you go. And so they told him it's a process. You're going to have to learn a lot of things. He's done an awesome job. He's worked very hard, though, very hard for where he's gotten. But it's been just a fun time watching him.
He's a hard worker. He worked hard in the off season. He attended different acceleration programs and weight programs, and you know, was a frequent visitor to the weight room here, and both at his school and here. So, you know, just his work ethic is a lot of the development that went into him came from that.
Growing up in small-town North Dakota taught Bacon the right values to eventually succeed as a Bison football player. He often comes back to inspire current TGU Titans.
I grew up on a farm that raised cattle, sheep. You know, we had pigs and chickens and all this. You know, it was like old McDonald's sometimes, but it was really neat because I know all those kids are the same kids I was. You know, same shoes, same desks, and for them to see that and be like, hey, that kid's doing, you know, that guy, I don't really know who he is, but he's doing that. That's really cool. Maybe I can do that someday.
That's something that we really want to leverage, you know, is that hard work and that commitment that these guys just naturally have, and that's why I think they become successful on the football field.
His family, friends, and hometown are enjoying the ride in Fargo right along with him.
Swelled with pride. I mean, it's truly amazing that, you know, to think of where he started, you know, his high school career and whatnot, and then now playing for the Bison. It's an amazing thing, and we're just so proud of him.
Reporting for the Bison Football Show, I'm Ben Barr.
Coach, this farm kid toughness in North Dakota, I mean, you can't really put a price on it. It's really something else, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. And Luke's made himself into a tremendous football player, and that's the culture. Credit his parents, credit his community. He came in here and said, I'm going to be a great football player, and I'm going to continue to work at it. And he's done an unbelievable job in the development phase with Coach Kramer. And the other thing is, Luke's a smart kid on the football field. That's why he can play multiple positions, and he's done a great job of studying the playbook. And on on the sidelines. He's a guy that Coach Riley leans on. He's a valuable piece, and he's playing a lot of football for us this year.
Isn't it fun to see these communities wrap around it too?
It's a blast.
Oh.
It is so much fun that, especially all the young players that in that community that all look up to Luke, and we are role models to all these communities. It's fun to see.
Yep, it sure is. Well, in this week's Peterson Farm Seed Future Crop of Bison, we highlight the receiver position. A tall, athletic prospect is currently on scout team. His name is Christian Watson, 6'3", can move. In fact, he traveled to Eastern Washington this year and was just an injury or wild game away from playing. The Tampa, Florida kid can play, and he thinks this whole redshirt class in general is going to leave its mark on Bison football.
I feel like it's been great. Like, all of the guys, we're always hanging out. We're always doing everything. We're always making sure we're at places on time. So I think we have a great class, and none of us have even thought about leaving. So I mean, I think we'll be a great group throughout our 4 years, 5 years.
You agree, Coach? That's a good group that's redshirting right now.
Yeah, it's a great group that's redshirting, and Christian's one of the leaders in that group from Tampa, Florida. Plant High School, which is one of the top high schools in the country. He's doing an unbelievable job on our scout team, giving us a great look. He's got great hands. He's 6'3", can really run. Future's really bright for him.
Well, buckle up, everybody. Bo Pelini and the Youngstown State Penguins are next for the Bison. We'll talk about it. Stay with us. Well, we want to make a note about television coverage of this week. This is the Missouri Valley exclusive game, ESPN3. We hope to get College Extra lined up for you as well. It will not be on NBC North Dakota. It's the one game a year the league can take the broadcast. But, Coach, when just the football, when you talk about the X's and O's of this game, this is going to be a tough game.
Yeah, it really will. It'll be a really physical game. Both teams have really good offense and defensive lines. I think both teams know what each other wants to do and the strengths and stuff. So it's going to come down to execution and making sure we win the turnover battle. It's going to be a great football game. We're excited about the week ahead.
And Bo Pelini's got it rolling a little bit. They went to the title game last year, leaked all the way through the bracket. They're a tough, just physical team, aren't they?
Yeah, they want to run the football like we do. They play exceptional defense. They're physical up front. They're well coached. Special teams will be a big factor. So this is going to be a lot of fun to be involved in this one.
Yeah, no question. The 24-station Bison Radio Network will be fired up as well, so we'll have plenty of options for you. It's going to be a fun week. The Bison are 5-0. Big game coming with Youngstown. We'll have the recap for you next week. Have a great week, everyone.
Go take this rest. But, you know, I told my wife, I said, big feeling.